There are three vital ingredients that sort of make up our mindset and our approach as we do this work. We're not going to spend a lot of time on them this morning, but I wanted to roll them out and remind us and ask you a little bit about, what are your superpowers and where do you need to build? Three vital ingredients to do this work. Hope. I was actually talking to a woman a year ago or so at a conference, and I went to a session on hope-based career development, and I loved it. And she thought it was the most ridiculous thing ever. In fact, I sat with her at lunch and she said, hope, like I hope you get the job. I hope that works out. And for her, hope is this sad, hollow, last-ditch effort to try and give somebody a little bit of positivity in a situation that's probably not going to work out. That's not hope. Hope is being able to see it before it becomes a reality. Hope is looking at your candidate, and you've got clients who they will say to you, you don't get it. Nobody's going to hire me. I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I don't have the skills people need anymore. And my industry is decimated from all of this. They're arguing with you that there's no future for them, but you know they have value. They have skills. They have raw talent. That means they can learn something new, that there are people who appreciate the experience that they bring. You see it before the client can see it. That's hope, right? Hope is incredibly important in this work. And if your hope is waning, find your people, take an online course, do what you need to do, because every day we show up to help our clients, we've got to have hope that there is a viable place in the world of work today for them. It's one of the vital ingredients we bring to this work. Secondly, innovation. I've been doing this work a long time now. I now look at myself and I think I'm that woman who's kind of tired. And I remember meeting women like me 25 plus years ago when I started this work. Do I have it in me to learn one more legislation, one more set of regs, one more new job market and economy, and one more generation coming into the workforce? It can feel a little overwhelming, a little exhausting. Do I want to keep it fresh and make it new again? We have to. When I was thinking about my message to you today, part of me wanted to say, if you can't be hopeful and you can't stay innovative and you can't be practical, then maybe it's time to go. But you know what? We can't. You can't. We need you now more than ever. The workforce, those millions of people who are unemployed, they need you now more than ever. So if some of these things are waning, find your bootstraps and pull. We can do this, and we have to. We get to. But we have to stay innovative. We have to stay open to the new market, to the new technology, to the new ways that people job search and put together work in their life. We must stay innovative. And of course, we have to be practical. I work with people who are sort of high-end coaches, and they do different work than we do. And honestly, they don't have to be as practical as we do. They sometimes have months with their clients, lots of money to be very creative. It feels very luxurious to do some of the work I see people in other parts of the industry doing. We don't have that luxury. What we do and how we help, it has to hit the ground running now because people need work yesterday. So we must stay incredibly practical. All three are very important. And my quick question to you as we start this session together is, which is your strongest superpower? My guess is you're strong in more than one of these and maybe all three. But if you had to vote, in which of these are you strongest? Your ability to stay relentlessly hopeful, innovative, or practical? In the Q&A box, put the word that resonates for you as the strongest one that you've got a hold of right now. Oh, and I see it coming up. Lots of strength and hope. I see innovation, lots of hope, and I see practicality. Wonderful. This is why we team up, right? We need each other to work together and to inspire one another. Love it. Thank you for sharing. So last thought on this, and then we're going to jump into some really practical ideas. Imagine two of them without the third. So a lot of us are strong with hope, and maybe we're really hopeful and we're really innovative, but we're not as practical. We don't have time for that, right? It's got to hit the ground running. What if you're innovative and practical, but you don't have much hope? That's not a recipe for success. And hope with practicality, actually, that's probably the best one if we had to lose one. But right now, we don't have the luxury of not being innovative, because the way that we taught people to job search, even 3 months ago, let alone 3 years ago, it doesn't work today. So they really all three have to come together. So what I'd like to do is to move into some practical ideas. They are laced through with hope, and they're pushing the envelope of innovation because it's necessary right now.